Okay, we're doing a 1999 Honda Accord pulling the motor. I'm just making a video on letting you know that it can be done out the top. I didn't break down any of my suspension. I used a floor jack to hold up my tranny. That's actually optional. There is a tool that goes across here that has a little, a giant butterfly net that you can start pulling pressure on the tranny to keep it up in its spot. There's the actual motor. What I did was I broke it down to shrink it down. As you can see, I left the AC in it because it does have AC and I didn't want to discharge it, so it just lays to the side once you take it off. Alternator was removed and power steering was left in the system. I didn't have to open that system up either. While I was at it, I pulled that torque converter and I changed the torque converter seal. To get it out with plenty of room, you have to remove the harmonic balancer. The torque on this is like 180 pounds, something like that, and man, that thing is on there. I tried to do the ignition bump trick, that didn't work, so I had to use actually my motorcycle jack. It has two platforms on it, and I stuck some that piece of wood on it. It has actually a notch cut out of it where the actual extension is going to go. You got straight shot right there to get it. And I used a big jack handle as a cheater bar to break that sucker loose. And it finally came loose. This one, timing covers are pretty ate up, but I'm not getting paid to change timing covers. Which I do have a set, but customer declined it. So that was that. So I'm getting ready to put it back in. We did peel the exhaust manifold. That was pretty easy. The intake took a little doing. And luckily we took it out because his knock sensor was broken, so we just went ahead and replaced that. If you look at that tube right there, I got a brand new O-ring on that. There's another one that was plugged in on this side, it was brand new. We changed our filter, resealed the pan. The reason we got this out was because the rear crankshaft seal was leaking really bad. This guy was going through 1.5 quarts of oil a week, he said. And it's all under the... you can see that it splashed all under the car. So if you look in there, you can see where I just resealed the oil pan also. There's like fresh silicone in there. And you look down that way and this way. So all that got redone. I usually like detailing these engines before I pop them back in, as you can see how I did the back. But customer didn't want me to take more time than I had to. He needs this back right away. And I'm just making the video to let you know that it is possible. You can see how far that flex plate is. That flex plate is actually looks pretty much flush with the block, almost. So it only needs to go forward about 1/2 inch before it starts coming out. Just far enough for these little sleeve things to come out of the tranny. And that's more or less it. Just shrink it down, you can get it out the top. Piece of cake. Okay guys, that was just to let you see that it can be pulled out the top and swapped out pretty easily. It's a little more work to do it this way, but when you're a guy with a bad back like me, you don't really want to crawl under it. So, and all the systems are sealed, and I bagged everything. All the exhaust bolts are in one Ziploc, intake bolts are in one Ziploc. So I bagged everything, make sure that I can start adding bolts right away and not have to guess on which bolts went where. So there it is there. Thank you very much for watching my video. This is just for informational purposes only on trying to get the engine out the top. And this is a 99 Honda Accord LX with a 2.3 liter engine.